YouTube decided I'm no longer allowed to use the music in my intro, so now, until I find another one, you're stuck with my voice.
What is up, guys? This is LVAL coming at you with an updated version of my Hunter's post legacy of the Valiant. Now this has been like my most requested deck profile like ever. It's crazy, like loads of people have been asking for it, so apologies for being a little bit delayed on it, but I did want to try and pick up a certain few cards before I did showcase the deck, so I'll just get straight into it for you. So the standard ones are Thunder Seahorse. We play Trip of them, which is kind of standard. Then we play Trip of Mahunda. Mahunda doesn't need any introduction. Introduction. Nor does Pahunda. We run 3 of them as well. Still not running Sisunder. I like to build it out it. Reason being that I think it's just a little bit too slow currently. The card is great and it gives you a lot of advantage, but just right now I'm not liking it. Then we have 2 Violent Prisma. I've gone back down to 2, just because it's running a little bit better for me in testing and in using. So the card is great, and 3 is a very good number, but 2 is just the number for me. Then we have 1 Thunder King. Doesn't need any introductions. Card's so good. 1 Honest, again, doesn't need any introductions. Card's so good. And then we finally have 2 Carcards, just for that speed and consistency that it adds to the deck. So then going on to the spells, we have 3 Pot of Duality. Again, doesn't really need to say much about this card. It just adds consistency to the deck. You don't need to special summon. You can sit there because we do have a lot of back row, so it's quite nice to have. It's mainly there for consistency, to be honest. We then have the 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, back row format. We just like the card. Forbidden Lance, same thing again. Love Forbidden Lance, just the fact you can use it defensively or offensively. It's so fun using an offensive lance. It's just watch your opponent squirm. Then we have 2 Recycling Batteries. Card's just so good. It's basically just an instant Xyz or an instant Synchro for us. So really nice card. Do love it and no downsides. Then we have the 1 Book of Moon, because Book of Moon is a great card. And the 1 Dark Hole, because Dark Hole is also a great card. Then going on to the traps, and this is where the big kind of bulk of the deck is. We have 3 Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain, great card this format. I know a lot of people know how I feel about this and probably will do a video on the card in this format, but Fiendish Chain's really good, works beautifully in this deck, has great synergy, and yeah, just love the card. Then we have 2-Dimensional Prison, because D-Prison is a fun card, and I think it should be run in, most decks. Then we have the 2 Vanity's Emptiness. This card is still in here. It is still a good card. It's good for siding out fodder as well, if your opponent isn't actually special summoning all that much. But the fact that you can just have this and stop your opponent, even if they aren't in a very heavy special summoning deck, it is still such a good card. So I still really recommend this card here. Then we have the 2 DNA Surgery. Yes, I am still main decking this card. And it hits more decks now than you might realise. The big one is Bujins. It hits, and Bujins are a bit of a pain in the arse. So it's nice just to have a main deck solution for them. And we also have Lagia and Dolka in the extra deck, so works very well, and it doesn't affect us in any way, shape, or form. Then the new addition is the 2 Seven Tools of Bandit. This is just because I want to try and control the field presence a little bit. I want to be able to go off with my plays and also stop any annoying plays. So Skill Drain, just instantly, nope, you can go away with that. So 7 Tools of the Bandit is a really nice card, really nice addition to the deck, and it's been testing very, very well. And for 1,000 life points, it's not actually that much. And then the final 3, we have Mirror Force, Trent Tribute, and Bottomless Trap Hole. Don't really need to say much about these. These are just kind of the standard cookie cutter traps, if you so wish. But yeah, I think they're needed, and they're really good. So going on to the extra deck, we have the Lagia and Dolka. I've cut it down to 1 Lagia just because I think that is a kind of a good amount. I really go into. I don't often go into 2 Lagias. So 1 Lagia is good and 1 Dolka is always good. So they're still so kind of versatile and give your opponent such a headache that I just can't not run them. Then we have the 2 Starliege Paladynamo. Love this card so much. Keeping it at 2, I do realise some people run it at 1, and I understand why they do, but not for me. Love this card. Just kind of gives your opponent's monsters a good night nap with its 2k in the face. Constellar Omega. Love this card as well. Again, back row format, it kind of really helps. I have been testing Omega in here. M7 just for the 2.7 beta, but in this build it isn't in here currently. So apologies if you were expecting to see that. Feel free to shout at me if you so wish. But Omega is a really good card. It just baits out your opponent's back row, and they basically have to use 2 cards to get rid of it. And them using 2 cards to get rid of something that you're not really that bothered about, can't really argue with it. But it does put your opponent in a very tight spot. So then we have the one Dagusto Emerald. Emerald's just a great card. Same with Direwolf, gets rid of just problem cards. Maestroke's a very fun card, good for stalling, and it works very well in the deck. Then we have number 101, Silent Honor Arc. It will be 2 soon, so apologies. This is one of the cards that I was trying to get. Sorry, losing my voice. One of the cards I was trying to get, and I only picked it up yesterday, so hopefully I'll be able to get more, and we'll do an updated deck profile with 2 of them. And the one Abyss Dweller. As I said, I don't have Exton Knight because I'm not paying for it. Just protect. You can put it in here. You can happily get rid of something for Exciton Knight. Out of interest, if you did want to know, you could probably drop Diamond Direwolf if you so wished, or Abyss Dweller. I know Melmos are a thing, so it's up to you. You could even drop a Constellar Omega as well. So that is completely down to you. Then going on to the Synchros, I'll just lay these flat out. We have 4 of them. We have Scrap Dragon, Red Archfiend, Crimson Blader, and a Stardust Dragon. So, reason for choosing the Stardust Dragon I still think is really good. A 3/5 that just negates destruction. Really nice card. Crimson Blade is 3/8 that, you know, stops your opponent normal or special summoning level 5 or higher next turn. Quite nice, gotta admit. Red Archfiend Dragon, just in case you go against any, you know, kind of like plants normally try and spam the field and try and clog up the field for you. So, it's good to have that. And the fact it's 4K as well. Just so good. And then 3/8 Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon definitely needs no introductions to the deck. So that is the deck profile. I do realise I have jumped through this very quickly, and it is quicker than my normal deck profiles. But I just wanted to get the profile out there for you. There's not many changes. There are some kind of important changes, but I just wanted to get it out there quickly for you. So, sorry, that's one of my tins. How do Hunters stand up? I think now that we've got this crazy level 4 rank support, the deck is just as strong as it ever was, if not arguably stronger. The fact that we've got you know, an Exciton Knight, and we've got the Arc 101, which is just so good. So Hunters, I think, are really strong showing. They are definitely one of the decks I will be using. Once I get the Exciton Knight and another Silent Honor Arc, I probably will be running this quite frequently. And yeah, so that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Hunter deck profile. I hope it was everything you were hoping for. If not, tell me why, and I can certainly look into doing that for the next time. So cheers, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you later.